Anyway, Fiance just came out with a new episode after, a 2-week hiatus. Foolishness. But we're going to go ahead and get into you guys. It's Mary.
And Emma.
I invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, y'all, because we're just going to go ahead and I guess start off with Citra and Sam. So, met the mom. The mom has some strong feelings. Apparently, he has been estranged from the mom for about 10 years. And she is just now coming back into her life. Into his life or whatever. So she met the fiance or whatever. Obviously, she had asked him some questions about her baby boy converting and how she would feel if he decided not to convert and all this stuff. And she basically said the wedding will be over, which rightfully so. I feel like everybody has I feel like in this day and age where the man's already a convict. Okay, let's start there. All right. Second of all, they already
just awaiting sentencing.
Right. He's a convict. He has sentencing going on. Also, there's a man, different cultures as well. They have so many things stacked up against them. And then also my thing is, I don't even know if this man is financially independent. Like nowadays, it's so easy to get a divorce because there's so many different things going on in marriages and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. If you could subtract as much problems as possible, like maybe removing the cultural differences. I know there are some people who get together, they have different cultures, and it's beautiful. But like most of the case, the finances is not an issue because the man is providing. Like that is a known thing in the culture. The man provides, he takes care of the wife, he takes care of the kids. So finances is out of the thing. And then also my thing is also religion is out of the one of the marital problems because you both have the same religion. Mm-hmm. I think most of the time I do think like it worked out for my grandparents where my grandmother was Christian and granddad was Muslim or whatever, and they grew up and the children just chose their own religions. It worked that way, you know, they just taught them about both religions. But that's not in every case because you have to have respect, and then also sometimes it works if you're not super religious. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. But I feel like if you can eliminate as many problems as possible, then that's great. Yeah. She is somebody who I'm giving you a chance already. Like, you're not like, I don't know why she's with him. If it was me, it was my daughter, I would strongly advise her not to marry him. But at the end of the day, it's your life. You got to live with this fool at the end of the day. Not me. I can give you advice all I want to, but you got to decide that that's who you want to spend your life with. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the mom saying, well, you shouldn't have to change for somebody, da-da-da. I don't think anybody should convert to a religion for somebody else. You have to really embrace it and really want to be a part of it so that you will actually practice it. Because my thing is, if you do it for somebody else, then your heart's not really in it. You know what I'm saying?
I think people do it. The ones who do it are the ones who, because I know people who have converted for someone else. And they're fine. They're happy. The ones that I know. And I think the reason why is because that person to begin with was not religious to begin with. Like they were not into their own religion or whatever they were. So the person says, okay, well, I'm Jewish and I want you to convert to Judaism. Oh, okay, no problem. Like I'm not really into anything really. And it will be nice for my children to have some religion, some structure. Yeah. And so they're like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Or, I knew another couple who the man converted because, his parents were Christians but not really into the church like that. And she was Muslim and she said, I can't marry you if you're not Muslim. So it was like, oh, okay, I'll become Muslim. Now the man is a whole imam, which is like a reverend in the church, right?
But it's also good when you embrace it. So I guess
he embraced it, learned about it, wanted his kids to be Muslim.
Right.
And so now all the children are Muslim, marrying Muslim. So it's like, these things, so if you convert, it's okay converting, but it depends on where that person is.
Yeah, it depends on the type of person you are.
Because some people, or something.
Because some people might do it, which for me, he gives me the vibes that he's the type of person who will convert to it, but he's not somebody who's going to really like embrace it. Like to me, he seems hesitant. Like he even told her that, I would want you to worship the same person that I worship as well. And so to me, it seems
exactly. So is he atheist? Isn't he? Or no, it's his father who's atheist.
I think he said that he grew up Christian, but I think he said that he doesn't believe in anything or he's atheist. I know the father's an atheist who believes in aliens.
Worshiping exactly.
Right. So my thing is also, I just feel like, because even the mom but he even called the mom out. He said, look, the mom is somebody who she will preach and preach, but she don't practice what she preach.
Oh.
So you're sitting down, you're talking about how, I would like for my whole I would like her family and her to worship as well. Like who I believe in, but you don't even really practice it. Like I remember I was in a relationship with somebody or whatever, and I was trying to like let the relationship be good or whatever and stuff, like not like be good, but I wanted us to come together, get married and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted I wanted to see how he would be, if he would be interested.
I mean, he came
in
to us and he was like he was gonna convert to be Muslim.
Right.
You know, but then later on went to you, started putting on a cross on his chest.
yes.
All of a sudden now,
I was saying
he
with
has
a big
discovered
old cross
this
on his
Christianity,
chest.
even though all this time you and your family weren't going to church.
Not going to church. He was
At
not
all.
even talking
But all
about
of a
God. Was not talking about
sudden-
prayer. I always talked about prayer, but he never talked about prayer. All of a sudden, he would put a cross on his chest and yes, I am.
All of a sudden you have someone who's Muslim, and then of course he's father. Well, why do you have to change?
And
It's a Muslim girl and stuff. So it's
long story short, that ended. I
Yes.
went my way. He went his way, and
Yep.
he still tried to be contacting me, but he is firmly blocked.
Yeah.
Like, so my thing is,
So I
you
feel
have
like
these,
the guy lied. Just like this one, in your case, also kind of
Was
lied
a liar
to
and
us.
stuff like
because
that.
he came to us, both mom and dad, to say, oh
Yeah.
you're going to convert all this stuff.
right?
But I feel like this guy, in this case, also lied to her. Because
my thing is,
before
he
she came
also
from
is
Indonesia...
selfish. He's also selfish because my thing is he was about to go to jail. He knew this before she was on her flight. So this is somebody who will try to manipulate and finagle his way through stuff. Like he doesn't actually want to do. The fact that he's going to all of his family talking about how he got to convert and he got to do this, you're already making the family feel sour towards her because of the whole
He
conversion
wants the family
thing.
to be the one
Who
to
puts pressure
tell
on her. Because he's too
what
chicken.
he wants to tell her.
Facts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's already a liar because he lied to her to say, oh yes, I am going to convert. You knew what it was. She's Muslim. She can't marry someone who's not.
Her dad is a cop
So
as
you
well.
already know that. So in order to get her from Indonesia, you've already lied to say, you know, yes, I am going to convert. So now she comes from Indonesia. I don't know what foreign parents is
And
they're
then-
sending their daughter over to America
to some
to
convict.
come to
Like-
anybody over here who is saying that they're going to convert. You should already know that once they get onto their own home turf, that person is going to be totally different than whatever they say on the computer. So these people are either very naive or they may also have a daughter
who just been out there.
who is, well,
And they're
who-
just ready for her to get married off. That could be it
who
too.
like is like, you know, when they talk she don't listen, and so they're like, oh you want to go to America? Oh, okay. It's like that mother, that the girl who married the Korean guy,
Oh yeah.
and they were all like, okay, yes, let's also have a Korean marriage, whatever you want, baby, because obviously
I mean,
the way
she
she talked
cussed
to the
at her
mom,
slammed the curtain in her face, leave me the F alone, all this bullshit.
so the mom and dad were just like,
As soon
yes.
as we ain't marry you off, thank God. Yes, stay
You
in our
go
home.
on
Stay in
to
our
that
home.
man who calls you Mrs. Piggy. No problem. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank God we're getting rid
So
of
that's
it.
why
So,
I'm thinking about this daughter, like, because parents let you leave a whole Indonesia to go
Also-
to an American man who
that's
they
been in
don't
jail
know.
and then also has a drug problem. And the math ain't mathing. Like I would
I
never
don't think
take
she told him
my
he has a drug bro. I doubt if she said all
But
that
the
to
father
them.
knows that he was a convict previously. He knows that because she said, "I'm about to go tell my dad again about your little stuff about you possibly being sentenced." My thing is, I would never go in my right mind and tell my daughter to go marry somebody who's been in jail. I recently had somebody reach out to me on BuzzFeed who actually was a convict. As soon as he told me that, it was like block, like like what?
I mean, he was no longer in jail, but still.
No.
You have that history. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I'm
no.
sorry. Like,
I'm like, what? I'm 25 and you
I'm
want me to
sorry.
sit here
No.
and be with you?
No.
You want me to help you
No.
get you? Like, I'm not
No.
doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not wasting my time
I'm
on
sorry.
somebody who's not established. I'm not
sorry
doing it.
that you made the wrong decisions in your
But that's
life.
not to my problem.
It's not my problem. I'm sorry.
No,
Like,
no.
wish you the best. I can wish you the best. maybe make a prayer for
And
you.
but my thing, also, I want to make this very clear because I did not, because the thing, he called me on the phone or whatever stuff. But like I didn't
on your phone.
Not on my phone, like through Muskmatch or whatever stuff like that, right? So we were talking for a couple of days, whatever. I thought he was a fine brother, not fine, but I thought like he was a good brother or whatever stuff like that. It wasn't until we finally decided to have a phone call after talking for 2 weeks. He decides, well, you know, I gotta be straight up with you, you know. I'm a convict. I was like, I tried making an excuse to get on the phone 5 minutes after that. And it was fucked. I was like, what? So it was like deceiving. Like, we're talking for 2 weeks and you don't even say nothing. That's why I get tired of dating apps. I mean,
well, you know, these days with, I guess, love after lockup. I mean, listen, I am
not. Listen, this is not build a man. I am not going to sit down here and build no man. I'm 25. I want to build a man. I want a man who's already established. Yeah. I'm sorry, you call me shallow, whatever, but I'm not big. I'm not big.
You're 60, 70. 80.
I know.
No.
What?
It's a no.
So I don't know what parent in their right mind. So I don't know what parent in their right mind says that's the one. Yes, that's who you should have. She can't find somebody better than that.
I'm not doing that.
Anyway, not to put down convicts or anything, but I'm just saying, when you have your whole life in front of you and stuff like that, anyway, that's who she has decided to choose. What's with these nieces? But let's go ahead and talk about what are we talking about?
So, okay, the next couple.
Okay, so Justin and Nikki, I don't think this man actually likes her. Because now he is talking about how, they should be... Yes.
Trans.
Yes, okay. yes. So they were talking about the cheating thing and all this stuff and all this bata. And then it ended up being, and then he ended up saying that, you know, why can't we open up the relationship and be having 3 ways or whatever the hell?
Oh, he said so.
That's what he said or whatever. And she's like, well, why you can't be satisfied with me? Is it because you need a biological woman or whatever the case may be? And he said, no, because being with you has opened up my eyes to all these different things. So I need to explore. And then she sits down, she tells the whole damn list of who she's been with, how many she's been with, and my ears, my little ears were burning with horror. I said, what?
Next couple.
It was too much. So
I like, it's coming to a space where I can't continue to watch 90 Day Fiance. I can't do it.
Anyway, let me get through this quickly.
It's too much. Like, is there anything else that we're going to talk about apart from people's sex lives? And apart from, because it almost seems as though it's like an agenda. This is going to be some show about sex. When this first show started, I was interested because it's about different cultures merging, different religions merging, and how do you get through all of these things? But now it's like every couple we need to be in their bedroom. And like,
I actually don't care for it at all. But I do think that at this point, Justin does not need to be with Nikki. But I think he's purposefully saying all this stuff because he actually does not want to be with her. He has gotten his money.
Was he a virgin when he was first with her?
I don't know, but they met
when
she
was 19. So he was still relatively young when he met with her.
I think 19? he was 19, I do believe, and she was already in her damn 30s. And he's talking about how I spent my whole 20s with you, I didn't experiment, so that's what he wants to do now. She's like, I don't want to do that.
So I feel as though he got into it on deceit. Because she deceived him.
And then revealed the truth in an argument.
And then that messed him up. But I'm not like giving him a pass either, because now you're in your 30s. And so, you know, but this is what happens when you have had trauma with sex, which was traumatic sexually for him. Finding out the truth and all that. So when that has happened, you get a weird deviant space where sex is concerned.
Right.
And I feel as though that's where he's going now. And he's still hurt by her deception.
Yeah.
And he is still trying to hurt her
Well, I think it's
for
vengeful.
what he went through, and I think that's what this whole thing is
It's revenge.
about. So, okay.
Yeah, but let's talk about Ashley and Manuel. Manuel revealed something interesting. He said that he likes to argue with Ashley now, so that when they get married, they don't have to argue anymore because they've done all the arguing before the marriage.
Isn't he the other one who said that he just likes to see her getting upset?
Yes, that is Manuel.
And I think that is a little psychotic. I really do. You're happy to see her getting upset. You're happy to see her being all out of bounds, like feeling uncomfortable, and you're getting off on that. I think you have some psychotic problems. That's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah, for sure. But she
red flag
surprised
for me.
him. But he was talking to his friend. This man he has known since he was a guppy. I don't know if she flew him over or she invited him over. I'm pretty sure maybe she did fly him over. But she invited him over. He lives in New York. They met up. He was talking to him about Ashley or whatever and stuff like that. And that he just says, look, if we argue now, we get all the arguing out now. During the marriage, we won't argue. Yes, we have gotten it all together. I think that's right to know. But they sat down for dinner or whatever with the friend, and it seemed like they were talking, and they were talking about the whole money issue again. She brought it up with the friend, which I personally think she should have talked about that with the friend when Manuel was not there, because he seems very triggered by it to me. Which, I mean,
especially with his friend.
Yeah, his man and my woman is paying for everything. And of course, she went ahead and said that she was paying for everything. Well, no, she said this behind camera, like, the food that you eat, I bought that. Like, this that you eat, I bought that. The clothes on your back, I bought that. The phone you have, I bought.
Wait, she said that to him?
No, she says to the camera people, but mind you, they're in the restaurant. She's at the entrance of the restaurant saying all this to the camera people. And I'm sure he can hear it from the inside. So I'm just like,
and he's
Ashley.
going to see you one day.
Oh, I'm sure he saw it last week when it aired. So it was all those things. But she said she was very hurt because he said that you don't support me, you're not there for me. He's like, you've only sent my family $100. You only sent my family $200 in 2 months. So at least it's something. And it's like he's dictating what she is spending.
Isn't that the same thing Pedro was doing to Chantel? I'm taking care of you, whole man, with all of your expenses.
And expensive as
and
America.
And you still want me to take care of your family too.
Well,
and even though I sent your family something, the something was not good enough. Well, you know something? Why don't you eat less meals? When I'm buying you stuff, why don't you say, you know something, Ashley? I already have one shirt and I have one pant. You know something? I can hand wash that every day and sit in my underwear on the times, whatever. I can hand wash that. That money you're going to spend on my extra shoe, extra outfit. And guess what? I only have to eat once a day. You can live on 1 meal a day. I know people who have lived on 1 meal a day for years. You can live on 1 meal a day and say, that extra money that you're doing for me to have an extra meal, cool, we just be putting it aside. So, for example, if I miss breakfast and lunch, right, that's going to cost $3. Have a little jar. It's okay. You probably would have spent $3 on my breakfast and $3. I'm going to put this in this jar. And then as it fills up, then we can send that to my family. Plus the $100 that you're able to send to my family. Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
That's someone who actually cares about Ashley to make things easier on her.
Yeah.
You see, this is the problem I have with Manuel.
Yeah, I know. I really want them to. I really
he
hope that
needs to
they'll
go
be
back
good together. But
where he came from.
My issue is though. I just feel like he just needs to have more grace with her. Like I know you have. I mean, it can be hard because he is the oldest sibling, and he says that he has always had to provide for his family throughout his life. Like they depend on him so much and all this stuff or whatever.
You never should have come to America. You should have stayed over there. You should have told Ashley, we're going to have a relationship away from each other. I'm going to stay over here because I'm able to work and provide for my siblings here. I don't want to come because I don't have money right there, right now. Okay, you can marry me and I'll be over here. And then once, we've had enough time away from each other and I can come and start working right away, then I can come. In the meantime, let me stay over there. That's what you should have done. You should have stayed over there.
Yeah, but I just feel like
not
just
going to
messy.
work.
It is
Actually,
sad.
move on. It's not going to work. It will never work if you have to financially take care of a man. It does not work. It doesn't work with Americans. If the woman is the one who has to take care of the man financially for everything, it's
for me,
not going
I just
to work.
think it's how men are built. Like, one, it's their pride stuff, and then two, also, they're like, even a man who has sit down for years and is okay with it, he's really not okay with it. He will always feel inferior. He'll always feel less than, because he is having to put his hand out to ask his partner to give him an allowance. To go and provide for his family. It doesn't make anyone feel good having to ask somebody else for money.
There's no pride
especially
in this man.
not with men.
A prideful man, someone who really even has some whatever about their shit, who got some kind of pride about his shit, would have done what I just said, which is, I don't need extra clothes, Ashley. Anytime she wants to go buy you something, let us put that money that you were going to spend right here for me, we're going to put it in a jar. Keep it in a jar. And then you show her, you see this how much money, so she can see in real time how much you're saving her. And then you can say, okay, can we take half of that we save from, you buy, and can we send that to my family? And then this other half, keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
That's you helping her. That's you showing that you have some kind of pride about your shit. You're not here to drain her. But you, after she's done all of that stuff for you, you are there still complaining and still wanting her to do more.
But no, also my issue with Manuel is it's a bit of an a-hole move for you to sit down, you watch what she spends, you dictate about it, you say that you don't need this, you don't need that, all this stuff, you're spending too much money, you should have sent money to my family, you're spending money on, my thing is, I'm in America, I'm in stressful, expensive ass America. I need some type of comforts in life.
He's looking at what you have. And he's telling you work for that. You have it. Instead of him managing his expenses, he want to manage your. What the hell is that?
That's just out of line for me, and I think it's effed up. Because my thing is, she's working. She deserves comfort. If she wants to go and have 4 or 5 meals a day and have some ice cream at Cold Stone, then damn it, let her. Because your ass ain't working. Plain and simple. You can't sit down here and look at someone's money and dictate what they do with it just because, you're the man and that's your woman. You're not providing. So if you're not providing, shut the hell up. But let's go ahead and talk about.
That's why it's not going to work, because he's not gonna. From the culture he is, he's not going to shut the hell up.
Yeah, no. So it's not going to work.
He still wants to be the man. But
I would like for it. I wish it just, to me, it seemed like it was good. I thought they were cute together, whatever. But when I'm thinking about that, it's just.
It's a strain.
It's a strain, and it's not going to work. And the fact that Ashley had to run out of there because she was about to start bawling her eyes out, and then proceeded to bawl her eyes out when she's with the camera crew, it's sad.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and then he's talking about how he wants to continue to argue before they get married. That's not how marriage works. Your man might leave the toilet seat down and you fall butt first in there, and you might start yelling at him because why did you put the toilet seat down? You're never not going to have argument just because you've argued so much. And who wants to start off a marriage like that where you've been arguing for months?
You guys are not even married yet already.
And don't get married, Ashley. Please don't do it.
I am sorry. If you're with somebody, if you're with someone, you guys are not even married, yet you all are fighting like cats and dogs, and you're already crying, that's not the person for you.
Not at all.
Because if this is how this person is in the beginning of a relationship, they're only going to get worse.
Yeah, and actually, you deserve so much better.
And if you marry them, that means that you accepted all that abuse prior. So it's just a green light for him to really go in when you get married.
Yeah. But I think that was everything for the 90-Day Fiance. I know Gino and Jasmine was talking about bringing her children over, some of that, her being really sad and her feeling guilty and all that stuff. But hopefully it'll work out and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, it's Mary. Anyway, y'all to subscribe, and comment down below.